all started 105 years ago on the beaches, the hills and the slopes of Gallipoli. Brave men died. That honour, the Anzac, has been carried forward over the years through the Second World War, Korea, Malaya emergency, Vietnam, Timor, Iraq and Afghanistan. And we remember and honour all of those who paid the supreme sacrifice for their country. And we also remember those who are serving today in the duty to their country. You're all pleased to know. As I'm growing old, as we that are left grow old, age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. The going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. Let's move away. Please remain seated.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the NBL1 action here at Diamond Valley Stadium between Diamond Valley Eagles and the Hobart Huskies for the men's portion of our double header. We did take the last post, and as we said in the women's game as well, it's always fantastic to pay our tributes and acknowledge all the fighting servicemen and women who in past, present and future have lived and died for this great country that we live in. I'm Michael Thompson, and joining me as always is the one and only Jamie Beaton, who's just finished his burger as well. Jay, good afternoon.
Hey guys, I've got the starting lineups. For Diamond Valley, we got number 5, Joel Spear. The captain, number 20, Darcy Harding. Number 24, Liam Thomas. Number 25, Logan Hovey. And number 33, Benjamin Allen. For Hobart, we have number 4, Jack Stanwicks. Number 7, Zachary White. Number 11, Jacob Richards. Number 12, Jordan Hargrave. And number 22, Jalen Adams. Yesterday, Hobart lost 107-97, which moves them to 1-3 on the season, and Jalen Adams dropped 28 in the loss.
Also, a few stats as well for our Diamond Valley Eagles. It was a tough road trip up to Albury-Wodonga. The guys went down by 43, 124-81. But some of the positives coming out of that game was Joel Spears shooting at 20 points, Logan Hovey at 18 points, Ben Allen to 10 points, to 10 rebounds. The men would love to get their first win of season 2019 as we still share the bottom of the table with the Southern Sabres.
Yeah, Hobart are 2 above us. If we beat Hobart now, it'll go down to percentage points.
Thomas and White to begin. White win the tip-off for the Huskies, and we are underway for our second of our double header this afternoon. This is Jalen Adams over to Stanwicks. Jalen Adams also having a very good game last week and last night. 3-point opportunity there from Richards. Gets the rebound, and the rebound's coming through by Joel Spear. Just the start we want is to hopefully get some early buckets here, Jay. Here's Hovey.
That is the start we want. A dunk by Hovey.
Logan Hovey with the slam dunk, and I love it already. 2-0 to start things off. 9:18 left in the first. Is exactly the way we want to start things here in Diamond Valley.
Joel Spear with the steal.
What a steal from Joel Spear, who passed over to Harding. Harding to Hovey.
Can go again.
Layup, not
Unlucky.
Successful.
But Liam Thomas managed to volleyball it in.
What a tap in there from Thomas. Good start.
This is the start we need.
Great start from the Eagles.
It's nice to see the grandstand packed to the rafters. We actually have extra seats available on court 2 because we sold out.
They are fit and fine early on. They want to definitely bounce back after the shambles that it was back in Albury-Wodonga last week. Again, great rebound from Hovey. The Spear, long range over to Harding. Harding to Thomas!
Alley-oop.
There we go. That's what we want. First 90 seconds, and we've got the first 6 points of the contest. Here is Adams. Richards. The Huskies are a bit stunned, I think, Jay. They weren't expecting this early from us. Adams to Richards. He's going to go for 2. The shot clock expires. Great rebounding there from Thomas. Opportunity and Spear. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, you?
Yeah, it's going well. It was a nice 8-0 start.
This is what exactly, not what the Huskies were expecting, but definitely what the Valley Eagles were expecting.
Foul on Logan Hovey.
So in the first 2 and a bit minutes of this contest, and the Eagles got the first 8 points of the contest. Ball we brought back in from Jordan Hargrave over to White. He's in 3-point territory land. Small pass over to Stanwicks. To Adams. Lost his footing there.
Control, but they managed to bring it back.
Stanwicks to Richards. Stanwicks is going to try and go for a 3. Can't stop it. He can't. Shot clock expires. And the Eagles are away again. Harding to Thomas. To Spear. He can shoot, so can Harding. Harding's going to go close to the paint. Whistle's been called.
Offensive foul, Darcy Harding.
So 2 fouls to begin this game in the way of the Eagles.
Yeah, not the best start, but...
1 from Harding, 1 from Logan. As Zach White is trying to find himself in the paint. But the ball at the moment is with Hargrave. It's gone back into the hands of Richards to Adams, who shot 23 last week. He's going to try and shoot his first here. He can't get the bucket. It hits the rim. And a great rebounding there from Ben Allen in defense. Spear can go coast to coast, and he does, but it won't stay in. Hobie will try and keep the rebound with the Eagles. Bit of two in and throw in there. Richards over to Hargrave. Back to Adams. Adams for his first bucket of the day. He cannot get it. Great rebound there from Ben Allen.
Let's see what Joel Spear's got. He's going to set up the offense into a horn set.
Here's Joel Spear. Spear over to Harding. He's going to try and get further into the paint. That will do. The rebound. Spear's going to try and get the ball in. He does successfully for 3. He can't get it, unfortunately. Great rebounding there from Hargrave. He'll pass it off to Adams. Two very bright young stars for the Eagles. Spear to Harding from three-point territory. Gets it!
Shooter's going to shoot.
Good hit from
And the
Harding.
bench is up dancing.
They're up and about already. I love seeing the three-point pop up on the screen too, Jay.
Yeah.
Gets me a little bit excited. There's Adams. He's been called for a foul.
Number 20, so that's Darcy's second, and he is not happy.
So at the moment, we're shooting 57% from 2 points. From the field, we're at 50%.
Timeout, Huskies.
We'll be back very shortly with the Eagles leading 13-5 with 4:23 left in the first. Good start for the Eagles. 13-5 with 4:23 left. It'll be Adams to begin his afternoon. Jalen Adams last week, 22 points. Cam Brown with 5 rebounds and 4 assists from last week's game against Northwestern Thunder, the male side of the Launceston NW Thunder partnership. He'll get the first points of the free throw and the first free throws of this afternoon as well for Adams. He'll get the second as well.
Subs, number 9, Young in. Number 11,
Jacob Richards will come off, and Matthew Young, 24-year-old who plays forward for the Huskies, comes on for his first minutes of the afternoon. There is Darcy Harding to Joel Rhymes, Matt Reynolds.
Darcy's isolating.
He's been good this season, Darcy. I've loved the way he's gone about his basketball.
Yeah, he's had a long career already. He's our captain. He certainly brings a calming influence to the side.
There's Rhymes. Rhymes to Allen. Allen keeps possession. Great stuff from the big boy. Big boy Ben looking for 3. It's going to be waved off anyway.
Out of bounds.
Unfortunate too. And you can hear big boy Ben. He's just absolutely barking instructions right now, Jay.
Yeah, Ben's trying to settle them down and get some defensive stops, keep this lead up.
Sam New also coming on for his first minutes of the afternoon as well for the Huskies, as I can see in my eyesight. Young's going to go for 3, and he'll hit it. Great 3 there from Matthew Young. Cuts the margin back to 3. All of a sudden, the Huskies are back in this one. Here's Rhymes for 2. Hits it beautifully. Great ball control there from Ben Allen over to Joel Rhymes, and Rhymes gets the 2. Here's Adams. Adams loses the ball. Great steal there. Great teamwork from Harding and Spear. Spear's going to try and go. Reynolds keeps the ball in. There's Harding for 3. He'll hit it!
Darcy's getting a great start.
Fantastic stuff from Darcy Harding. The 2 3-pointers we've hit so far in this contest have been successful. Young to Adams. Adams will miss the entire lot. And Joel Spear will rebound this one. Spear to Harding. Harding for 3. Very adventurous. I'll give him that.
Well, when you're feeling hot, you've got to tempt fate.
He's burning at the moment. Harding on 6 points.
Oh, that's his 3rd foul, so Darcy will be taking a quick break.
And I think Lucas Kafritzis will come on courts for his first minutes.
Yeah,
he will.
do
So will
wave
Thomas
subs.
and Hovey as well. So Spear will come off. Harding will come off. And big boy Ben will come off as well for a breather. Adams again going to the line for 2. Margin at 8. Can easily cut this one down to 6. Adams misses the first, which is good. He's at 2 for 3 at the moment at the free throw line, Jay. He'll want to cut this to 7. He'll get the second.
Huskies have got a sub.
Number 52. Cam Brown will come on. And Adams will take a breather. Ball in possession with Joel Rhymes. Rhymes over to Thomas with a slam dunk. That is exactly what you want to see from the big guys. And Liam Thomas steps up. Here's Hargrave. Hargrave to Young. Young. They're trying to keep Brown at bay.
Foul on calf number 0.
It was good for the short time as well. As I said, we were at full capacity this afternoon, Jay. It's great to see the grandstand
it's nice to see a packed out crowd.
The belief is very, very high, which is always good. With Richards missing the first.
Always good for Diamond Valley.
But Richards will not get the second either, so a reprieve there for Diamond Valley. They'll keep their 9-point lead with 2 minutes left. Matt Reynolds. Pass it over to Hovey, who's had a great start to this contest, to Rhymes, to Kefritzis. Kefritzis finds Hovey. He'll go for deep 2, and he finds a deep 2.
Logan Hovey.
Good start by the boys, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah, he's got himself 6 points, and he's going to have to carry a bit of the load with Darcy and Ben on the bench.
Richards is going to try and get into it, and he can, so he'll get the 2 points back. Cuts it back to 9. Grant Wallace is going to be very happy, though, with the way his team's scoring at the moment. The scoring's been fantastic. Ryans with a spin.
And the ref just missed an elbow to the face, but nothing new there.
They're going to try and go deep here with Diamond. Oh, and it's going to be a backcourt violation.
Goaltending violation.
So goaltending, my mistake.
You're all good.
Goaltending violation, so the 2 points will count for Samuel.
Yeah. 90 seconds remaining. 59 seconds remaining, sorry.
Margin cut back to 7. Here's Thomas to Reynolds. I'll be very happy with how this game's gone so far for the Eagles.
Yeah, nice 7-point cushion. If we can get it to 10 by the break, we'll be a happy team.
Reynolds almost lost to Thomas. Again, we get the 2.
And 1, so he's got the chance to extend that lane to 10.
Thomas is having a great start to his game. He's at 8 points now, and he's going to make it 9 if he can get this bucket here, Jay.
Yeah, well, hopefully he can extend the lead to 10 as well with 45 seconds to go.
56% for the 2 points, and he'll get the extra point as well. So it's 25-15. Great start to this one. Samuel, he'll drop to the ground. Balls.
They're going to call jump ball.
So the Eagles will get the ball here.
Yeah, Eagles ball from the sideline.
It'll be Logan Hovey to bring the ball back in for the Eagles in defense. Over to Reynolds. Exactly how we want to start this contest. Reynolds. Oh, beautiful stuff
Nice
from Matt
finger roll
Reynolds.
at the rim.
That was beautiful from Matt Reynolds.
20 seconds left, so there's no shot clock.
Up by 12, 15.
It is running, but it can't expire.
Down to 10. 3-point opportunity.
Diamond
Swish.
Valley have 7 seconds, and that's a holding foul. They're not in the bonus.
And Samuel's asking the referee.
He's asking for an unsportsmanlike, but he's not going to get it.
Not happy at this point in time at all.
They have given it to him.
So 2 points for Matt Reynolds to shoot here. First one, unsuccessful. So let me get this straight. Samuel's been called for tech.
Unsportsmanlike foul essentially wasn't going for the ball. So we get the 2 shots and possession back.
Well, Reynolds got that ball in, and
So it's now a 10-point lead, and we have 5 seconds to see if we can put another nail in that coffin.
And Caff will bring the ball back in as he does so to Reynolds.
3,
Reynolds loses the ball.
2,
And
1.
Yule from half court. Oh my goodness!
That would have been a dagger.
It would have been a Damian Lillard.
And at quarter time, Diamond Valley are up 28-18.
Back in this one here, 28-18. Some interesting stats to come out of that quarter, Jay. 13 rebounds to 4 in favour of the Eagles.
Yeah, the big one for me is the 50% shooting from deep and the 58% inside the paint.
Great start for the Eagles. Here's Stanwicks with an early crow. He can't go.
I think Liam Thomas managed to just get a finger to that.
There's Hovey. Hovey over to Spear.
Spear's directing offense.
Doing well as well. Big boy Ben over to Calf.
Looks like they're trying to isolate into Hovey.
Hovey to Thomas for 3.
Big
Yes!
man with range.
What a 3 that was from Liam Thomas. Great start. This is fantastic.
Yeah, Diamond Valley could definitely use a win. It would bolster confidence with the club.
I think the confidence is right now with Diamond Valley. They're playing so well. Here's Samuel for a deep 2. He can't get it.
Ben
Allen.
grabs the rebound.
Big boy Ben with the rebound to Spear. Great pass there from Big boy Ben. He gets the ball back. This is over to Hovey. Hovey rebounds his own ball and he'll get called for a foul.
He's going to the line for 2. The foul is on number 10?
Which is Elijah Pawson.
I'm not sure if that's cool. It was on number 6. My apologies.
Number 6, so it's Samuel.
Ref had his hands the wrong way around.
And that's your second foul of this game as well.
Yeah, this stat thing's great.
So Hovey at the line for 2. He'll sink the first bucket. We're now 3 from 4. So it's 75% at the line.
And he splashes the next one.
4 from 5. I like this. Up by 15. That percentage has gone up to 80 now.
Steal by Hovey.
That was Allen, actually. Allen to Spear. Spear to Thomas. To Speck to Spear. Is he going to go for 3?
He's thinking about it.
Very adventurous. Kafritzis.
Interesting, they're really trying to emphasize Logan Hovey down in the post there.
They are indeed. Huskies are behind on the play. Great rebounding there from Thomas. Thomas to Spear. Spear going to try and go further into the paint, I should say. There's Hovey. Hovey's going to lose the ball, and it's going to be brought back through Stanwicks for the Huskies. Huskies to White. Young's
hit 3 threes now. We need to start guarding him out there.
So he's cut the margin back to 12. Did Young through that 3?
That's going to be a dunk. Oh, it's no fun.
You were excited for the slam dunk, and he decided to go with the layup instead.
Bit of a tease.
He's doing it just to spite you, Jay.
Looks like Killy's going to sub in soon.
This ball was with Stanwicks. Tried to fake it. Shot off.
A little bit short, and Calf comes up with the rebound.
That was Samuel with the shot there, Jay. Calf to Allen. Over to Thomas.
He's got fouled. I believe the foul's going to be on number 9.
Reynolds to check back in. Keeley with his first minutes of the afternoon. Logan Hovey and Lucas Calf coming off for a spell.
Yeah, you can't ask for much of a better start than this. Up by 14, 13 minutes into the game.
Well, if we look at last week, we shot 39% from the field.
Well, we're certainly a bit higher than that right now.
40% from 2 points and 36% from 3s. And Thomas could sink that in. Oh, beautiful. Rebounded off the backboard and through the bucket. And he'll make this 2. So margin at 16. Adams for the Huskies. The Stanwicks back to Adams. The ball now is with Hargrave. Hargrave to Adams to Stanwicks. Shot clock about to expire. Hargrave's going to try and go for the shot there. Can't. Reynolds will rebound this ball.
Joel Spear's going to go out on the break.
Spear to Thomas. He's been electric today. To Allen, to Reynolds. Reynolds to Keeley.
This is a very large lineup Diamond Valley's playing with.
Travel on Big Boy Ben, and the Huskies will get possession back as Cam Brown checks himself back into this game, and coming off is Matt Young.
Yeah, it's an interesting lineup for Diamond Valley, having Liam Thomas, Ben Allen, and Liam Kelly all out there together.
Thomas on 16 points too, by the way, Jay, for the game.
Yeah. Quite a few little dunks and putbacks. Doing exactly what we need out of a big starting center.
Stanwicks, he'll pass it over deep over to Hargrave. Hargrave to Brown, and Brown will get his first points of the afternoon. Margin back at 14. There is Thomas, who's on 16. Spear. Allen. Back to Spear. Spear losing possession, retaining possession. Allen's going to go for a shot here. Beautiful stuff from Big Boy Ben.
Big man with range, huh?
3 points. And the margin now is 17. 5:53 left in the seconds. Adams and Allen fighting tooth and nail. Allen's going to concede that he fouled there.
No, it was a jump ball situation. So it's...
I thought he was conceding.
I think he wasn't quite sure.
Hobie's going to come back on, and Liam Thomas, who's got 16 points to his name right now, will check out. Ben Allen will also check out, and Lucas Caff will come. No, he won't
he's
come
just
in.
cheering them on.
Sorry, my bad.
Caff's becoming part mascot over there.
Oh, that's right. Rhymes is on court.
Yeah.
Good pick up there, Jay. That's why you're my expert. You keep me in line sometimes, and that's all that matters.
There we go. Hovey with the AMP1. They're trying to put the nail in the coffin nice and early.
19 points. Game high margin here. 5:36 left in the second.
Timeout, Huskies.
And the
And we're back out of that timeout.
We resume stuff here at 42-23, 5:36 left in the second. Bit more of a younger looking team out on court at the moment.
Well, once you've built a bit of a lead, you can try and use some experience.
And I keep forgetting as well that Hobie's going to the line as well for
one more because
one more point.
Yep,
that's right. So he'll make this 20 points. And it is 20 points. 43-23. The Huskies are sort of pressured at the moment. Adams has been shut down, which has been great stuff from the Eagles. There's Brown. Back to Adams, who's going to try and add to the 2 here. Ball rebound back into the hands of Brown for the Huskies. Huskies got
Kelly
the
with
ball
the block
for the time. Great block as well. Hargrave, shot clock almost down to 5. It is. Shot clock back to expire. Adams, one more shot, and he'll finally get it.
Well, Adams is their leading scorer at 22 a game, so he's going to get some.
The Huskies had to work very hard for that 2 points there. That just shows how much pressure we're putting on them. We're shooting at 88% for 3 throws, by the way, 67% for 3-pointers and 60% from 2-pointers. And altogether at the line, or at the line of field goals, 62% to 38. So the range has been good.
Yeah, everything's fine in the bottom of the net at the second, and let's hope it stays that way.
Spear had the ball, blocked by Stanwicks, and
Reynolds was complaining for a foul that he almost got.
And Joel Rhymes can bring the ball back in for the Eagles. Rhymes to Reynolds. There is Spear for three. Can he get it? Bounces off the rim. Oh, great leap there from Hovey. Couldn't keep a stranglehold on it. Hargrave to Adams. Jalen Adams will try and get the 2 points. He does. So Adams now up to 7 points. And Keeley tried to get that ball in.
Still Diamond Valley ball. Sub Liam Thomas in. Liam Kelly out.
Thomas on 16 points so far. It's good to have both him and Logan Hovey when they're normally out there together, because they're just absolutely tearing through Hobart Huskies at the moment. We'll see what they can do here. Reynolds for three. Sorry, it was Reynolds actually. He tried to go for the three. Spear over to Hovey. Hovey spins, turns.
Draws another foul, which also puts Hobart in the bonus.
Great stuff there from Hovey. He'll go to the line for two. And an opportunity now to make it an 18-point lead. Sean Yule coming back on. Sorry, Sam Yule coming back on, and Jack Stanwicks off for the Huskies. Confidence is booming here, Jay.
Yeah, it could be a good night for us.
Hovey.
Short.
Bit short on the first. Drops the percentage down to 78% now from free throws, 7 from 9.
That moves it to 80, 8 of 10.
Our math is serving us correctly. Yule, Adams, margin 17. Great leap there from Hargrave. Great team effort there from the Huskies.
Turnover ball, Diamond Valley ball.
Just wasn't enough. They've kept Jalen Adams quiet this afternoon. The Eagles have, which is great. Reynolds keeps possession. Throws it over to Thomas. Thomas is going to try and get it. He does. Liam Thomas up to 18 points now. Hovey at 10. They're working in tandem together, which is fantastic to see. This is Richards. Richards has got 4 bodies to get through. He does get through.
Foul's going to be on Joel Rhymes, I believe. Yeah.
And he can complete the trifecta by going to the line as well, Richards. But this is what was lacking last week against the Bandits, Jay. Urgency. Urgency to score.
Dylan Dunstan and Ben Allen both checking back into the game at the next dead ball.
Joel Spears got the ball for the Eagles. Opportunity now. Reynolds for three.
Thomas.
Reynolds! Oh, what a three from Matt Reynolds. Margin at 19.
And the bench is up and loving it.
We're about to hit the half century as well, hopefully before half time. Richards. Momentum with the Eagles. The Huskies are looking cold out on court at the moment. No pun intended.
Well, it is cold in this building.
It is cold in this building.
To put my jumper on.
Thomas got pushed there. Possession retained. With Rhymes and Spear to check out Ben Allen. And Dunstan to check in. Dunstan's first minutes of the afternoon. Reynolds over to Ben Allen. Great steal there from Jalen Adams. Adams is going to try and go for a shot there.
Foul on Dylan Dunstan.
Jalen Adams has been rewarded with a trip to the line for 2. As I said last week, 22 points for the Huskies against the Thunder. As he strikes that puts him up now to 8. Young still their best at 9. He can't get the seconds. Hovey. Looks like Paulson's about to come on for his first minutes of the afternoon. Right in front of us, Reynolds. Almost going to go for the steal from Hovey. Hovey trying to keep the ball in.
Yeah, he's trying to do a little bit too much down there.
Adams steals the ball from Logan Hovey.
They've sent him to the line again.
Elijah Paulson to begin his afternoon on court. Coming off court will be Jordan Hargrave. So Hargrave off and Paulson in for the Huskies. Jalen Adams, another opportunity to at the line. He'll get the first. So he's now tied up with Matt Young. This to hit the first double digits and swish. So Adams is the only guy who's got double digits for the Huskies, whereas Thomas and Hovey are dominating for the Eagles. Allen to Dunstan, Dunstan to Hovey. Still doing a bit too much, I think, but can he get a net here? He can. He found the net.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to focus on Thomas and Hovey down in the low post with the mismatches.
And it's good too, because we've finally reached the half century.
Just personally, it looks like Hovey needs to, when he gets double teamed, just pass out of it a second earlier.
Yule tried to go for the 3, and Brown tried to also try to kiss the board with the 2. Couldn't in the end. Great rebounding there from Liam Thomas. Whistle's been called.
Yeah, called blocking foul on number 10, which is Elijah Pawson.
He's the 21-year-old guard for the Huskies. Matt Reynolds now can add to the 6 points that he's already got for the Eagles. As I said, we're shooting at 80% for free throws. 9 of 11 now, which will bump it up a bit more to 82. Reynolds, again, beautiful stuff there from Reynolds.
And that pushes the lead back to 20. Joel Spear and Lucas Caff are coming on. Hovey and Reynolds are coming off.
10 of 12, 83% at the line. Now for the Eagles. 64% at the line for the Huskies. As we make our way down the last minute 20 of this quarter and of the first half. Pawson to Richards. Richards over to Yule. To Adams. They just can't take a trick at them over the Hobart Huskies. Adams is working overtime. There's Yule. Can he get a 3? He can get a 3.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Great composure from Sam Yule there. Yielded the 3 points and has cut the margin back to 17. Dunstan. When the boys like to be up by 20 at the half. Foul being called.
Foul on 52, which puts them in the bonus, and Liam Thomas will be taking a trip to the charity stripe.
Cam Brown cannot believe it. He's having words with officials right now going, how was that a foul? When it rains, it pours, Jay.
Hey, I'm not complaining. We could use it.
5 fouls now in this quarter for the Huskies to us 3. Thomas can't get the first, unfortunately. Stays on 18. As you put your jacket on.
Yeah, it's blooming cold in here.
Could Thomas get it? He does.
He nails the second one.
He's up to 19 now, Liam Thomas.
Be interesting to see what he can finish the game on.
Oh, be hitting 30 at this point in time, the way he's going. Brown, Adams. What can Adams do here? He'll get called for the foul.
He's going to the line. I believe the foul is on 33, so Ben.
The margin is at 18. Here is Jalen Adams. He sits at 10. He now sits at 11. And he'll make it 12. So a couple of easy ones for the Huskies. They're still down by 16 against our Eagles. Spear going by himself.
Just missed that. That's unlucky.
That was very adventurous there from Joel Spear. He's going to try and go as deep as he can for the three. Is he going to milk the clock here?
Yeah, they're going to hold it for the last possession. There's 2 seconds between game and shot clock.
Three opportunity there. Can they get it? They can't. Allen, opportunity now. Here's Calf. Calf to Spear. Yes!
The little teardrop to end the half.
Exactly what you wanted. And at half time, it's 56-38. Your Eagles are up by 18. As we take a break, we'll be back for the second half and the thoughts of Jamie Beaton. Welcome back to Diamond Valley Stadium for your Sunday afternoon. It's very cold outside, very cold in Melbourne. We're now nice and warm.
That it is.
Michael Thompson and Jay Beaton with you here for Diamond Valley versus Hobart Huskies as play resumes for the second half, the third quarter. And 18-point lead's not bad for the for the Eagles.
Let's see if they can hold it.
Well, they've come back to 16 now, the Huskies have. That was a sheer dominant display from Logan Hovey and Liam Thomas in that first half.
Yeah, just trying to find them both in the post.
Here is Liam Thomas now. He's at 9.
Of both in the post.
And Liam Thomas puts himself up to 21 points. We're shooting at 59% from 2 points in this game, which is a lot better than, say, last week. Richards loses the ball.
Is the foul going to be on Spear? No, they've called it on Ben Allen. So that is Ben's second.
Big boy Ben having a big factor in this game as well, leading on court.
Yeah, he might only have his 5 points, but he's out there directing as a floor general.
Well, with a veteran kind of like Ben Allen, who's played in the NBL, you need someone of that experience and that expertise to sort of direct traffic around. As Richards gets...
Yeah, he definitely captains the defense for us.
So the margin at 17 points, 58-41, 8:58 left. Here's Spear.
Cheeky step back.
Cheeky two from Joel Spear. So Diamond Valley sort of continuing where they've left off from the first half. Richards. Oh, great stuff from Joel Spear, using his speed. Over to Darcy.
He was fouled on his dunk attempt, so he's going to the line.
This place would have blown the roof off this place if Darcy got that slam dunk. Darcy failed on the slam dunk due to being fouled.
So he will go to the line for 2.
And misses the first. He'll get the second though. The leader stands up in Darcy Harding. And the Eagles are flying as one at the moment with a 20-point lead. Richards to White. He'll go for 3. He won't get it. Great rebound.
I think Diamond Valley were quite lucky for that to drop. He was left wide open.
Great rebounding there from Hovey. Hovey passed it off to Spear, who's going to go himself, and does! Joel Spear wants to join the party that Liam Thomas and Logan Hovey did invite him to.
Joel Spear is usually the one leading that dance, so let's see if he can get back into it quickly.
Long one from there from Adams. Adams getting the 3 for the Huskies. Still a good buffer for the Eagles to have at the moment. Up by 19. They lose it there through Richards to Stanwicks. He'll pass that ball back over to Ewell. Ewell, and it's going to be a backcourt violation.
When he touches it.
I think White even resigned to the fact he knew it was going to be a backcourt violation.
Yeah,
so
well, he didn't want to let it travel further and have it as baseline.
And that's where Darcy Harding is going to bring the ball back from.
Watch for the curl for Logan Hovey.
White waiting for it. Thomas. There is Hovey.
He should have passed that one out.
Not successful on that attempt there. Ewell. Oh, Sandwich tried to go for a slam dunk of his own.
Liam Thomas wasn't having that. I believe it's a shooting foul against Ben Allen.
Yep, and Stanwicks was the guy who got...
So it's called baseline, so it's not shooting.
And I think Stanwicks was the player that got dropped as well. So a cheeky foul there from Ben Allen.
I think he touched the shooter after the shot was taken.
Ben Allen up to his 3rd foul of the game. So he's got to be a bit cautious with what he does.
Yeah, he can't afford to pick up the third now.
Here's
Him and
White.
Darcy both.
White to Yule to Adams. He needs to stand up for the Huskies in this second half. Cannot do so. Great steal from Joel Spear.
He's going to split it himself.
Oh, Ben. No, it wasn't Ben, so it was Darcy. Here is Ben. There's Thomas. There's Spear. Shot clock at 9. Good steal from Jalen Adams.
Yeah, he just sort of read the pass.
He read the play well and lays it up there for 2. And cuts the margin back to 17. Spear to Hardy. And what the heck was that?
Just a sloppy pass, to be fair.
Sloppy drop there from Stanwicks, but
And
Adams
now
is going to be
there's 2.
fouled. Time has been called.
For Diamond Valley. We'll be back in 2.
Adams shooting for 2 here as we come back. Got to give you some live score updates as well. Killside 61-56 over Melbourne Tigers at the moment with 45 seconds left in the 17 seconds left in the third. If you turn yourself on, you'll be able to talk properly.
That would have been an interesting one to see the box score for. There's some big scorers in that game.
Especially my boy Felix behind half, and Waverley is losing 46-41 to Northwestern Tasmania Thunder as well at the moment. So we'll keep your eyes peeled on that one. I also want to see how Felix has gone. Harding for 3. Yes!
Darcy Harding making his presence felt.
Darcy Harding wants to reside into double digits alongside Thomas and Hovey and does so.
Yeah, I don't think Joel will be far off that one. That was a sick alley-oop, though.
Great stuff from Adams. 2 points for him. He goes to 19 points now. He's been the shining light for the Huskies. They've been down by 16. Hovey loses possession of the ball. Yule. There's White. White over to Richards. Richards going to try and go himself. There's Yule. Yule will get the 2 here.
Gets a little kiss off glass. Oh, that could have been a nasty turnover.
Here's Spear. The boys are going to calm themselves down now. Ben over to Thomas. And Thomas will get the 2. Liam Thomas up to 23 now. So he's not too far away from the 30 mark, Jay.
Be interesting to see what he can finish on.
Here's Yule. Yule to Richards. Richards to Stanwicks. Rhymes about to check back in. As Matt Reynolds is 2. Stanwicks for the 3.
Short.
Very short. Can't get it. Spear to big boy Ben. Back to Spear. He's in 3-point territory. In shooting range. Over to Ben. Over to Hovey.
He got tapped away.
Hovey tried to tap his own ball. And back in the possession of the Huskies. Oh, and what a 3 there from Sean Yule.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
It was a very good shot. 13 points. is the margin now. So they're struggling a bit, the Eagles. They had a very commanding 20-point lead, and the Huskies have cut it back to 13 this one. Harding to Thomas. And Thomas is just paying.
Thomas is up to 25.
He's just ticking them over, Jay. He's just ticking them over.
Even the other coach is like, yeah, there's not much I can do about that one.
No. Thomas is having a bit of a field day. Here is Yule. Yule to Stanwicks. Here's White. Ball gets rebounded. In the possession of Darcy Harding. Using the speed. There's Allen. Allen to Spear. Allen back to Spear. To Thomas. There's Harding. Hobie couldn't get the shot off there.
Yeah, he's struggling down low at the second. It might be best to pull around, isolate Liam Thomas, and come back to Hovey in a minute.
Quick succession stuff. Oh, good steal from
They
White.
just seem a little bit hungrier for it right now.
And Adams will pick up the 2 there and cut the margin back to 13. As Rhymes and Reynolds will check themselves back into the game, Spear and Allen will check themselves out.
I think Spear's actually grabbing some water.
So it'll be Hovey actually.
Probably the right move. Hovey looks like he could use a little bit of a break.
Adams is on 21 points. So he's had a very, very consistent third quarter here, has Jalen Adams.
I would be looking for a lot of cut work off post-ups from Liam Thomas for the offense now.
Adams will make it 22 points.
Brings it down
to 11. What do you do now?
Board updates. I would try and isolate Thomas in the post, which he's just grabbed a foul doing that, and then run cuts off him. If he can't get his own shot, catch the cutter going base.
It's not panic stations yet in the Eagles camp.
No, still a 12-point buffer. If they can push it back to 15 by three-quarter time, they'd be happy.
Be very happy. Rhymes.
You're not going to win every quarter. You
Nah.
just got to try and hold your
Reynolds,
lead.
Harding, Rhymes.
They're going to call that on the base. It's a sideline ball. He's not getting the shooting foul.
A win would just be just as good, I think, for the Eagles this afternoon anyway.
Yeah, we'll see how we go, but we're looking positive.
Get the boys off the board in season 2019.
A win would actually tie us with these guys and Southern and a few other teams.
Here's Spear. 3-point chance for Rhymes.
Liam Thomas with the little tap in.
Liam Thomas in the back door.
And Kelly's going to check in.
Stanwicks will get the quick reply. So the margin's still at 12, 72-60, 2:10 left in the third. And last touch on.
Thomas is going to take a breather and Kelly is going to join the party.
Last touch off Brown, and Joel Spear is going to be the recipient to bring the ball back in. Keeley would love to join the party. Harding.
Speaking of,
he's going to get fouled
he's going
there.
to go to the line.
So Keeley will join Thomas, Harding, Allen.
I think the
Hovey.
tale of this game can be summed up with Diamond Valley have 17 assists to 8 by Hobart. Yeah, the percentages are a bit better for us, but it's the easy buckets we're getting off assists that are really the difference.
Swish from Liam Keeley. 13 of 17 now at the line. Make that 13 of 18. I was going to say 14, but didn't want to go too early. Here is Stanwicks. 3-point opportunity for the Huskies. No, they're going to try and keep it in the paint. Here's Stanwicks. Loose ball. He'll get it here. Cut the margin back to 11. And the Huskies are not out of the woodshed yet. Keeley. Great overhead catch. Reynolds. Try and shoot this one. Can Keeley keep it in? He can. But Stanwicks will get possession of the ball. Over
Going
to
up for
Hargrave.
And Joel Spear got just enough there to deflect the dunk. The lead's down to 11, so it'd be nice to get a couple stops here.
We don't want a single-digit leads. And that's what it is right now.
What was that about commentator's curse?
Oh, shut up. Matt Young is now up to 11 points.
Speaking of, Ben's going to come back in, see if he can steady the ship.
Thank goodness Reynolds was able to keep that ball in. Harding. They need a bucket. Keeley. Been waved off.
I'm worried about what this is going to be called as. Technical foul on Darcy Harding. That's what I was afraid of. He was complaining that he didn't get his foul, and he complained a little bit too hard.
Timeout's been called here, 73-64. The Eagles up by 9. But a bit of a struggle here.
Yeah, it'll be 2 shots and ball back. And when we just cut the lead to single digits, that is not ideal.
No. The Huskies have scored 27 points to us 17 in this quarter, which is not ideal.
It's Huskies ball, and it's an 8-point lead for Diamond Valley. Hopefully they can get the stop and push it back to double digits.
Hargrave for the Huskies.
Close to the 5 seconds.
Oh, beautiful stuff from
Steal.
Thomas. Thomas to Rhymes. Hovey.
Travel.
I think even Hovey knew it was a trouble there.
Yeah, he sort of just got stuck between two minds of what move he wanted to use and didn't put the ball down.
You can hear the crowd now getting into it.
Yeah, the other Michael's trying to get them involved.
Adams blocked off that one. You've got to get the crowd into this one here. For 3 opportunity. Missed there from Young. Huskies retain possession. Hargrave. That is Young. Matt Young now goes up to 13 points, and the margin's cut back to 6.
We got 16 seconds, no shot clock, so let's milk it and get the last shot off here. 6-point lead's not good enough.
29 points have the Huskies shot in this quarter.
So they're going to reset the clock to
Oh,
17 and a half.
No.
But remember, this thing is analog, so we might be here for a while.
Oh, we had this problem.
Even the ref is laughing at me.
We had this problem last time. We spent a good 5 minutes trying to get it down to 0.8 of a second, and we were stuck on 7. And that's like, well, you know what? We'll stick it at 7 then.
That's what ended up happening last time. I think we might end up doing the same
I
now.
don't want it to happen because... I'll say if it's too early to have a glass of Reds, these wonderful officials might think so if something goes wrong, like having to deal with the analog clock.
Well, if it goes wrong again, I'm going to go get a coffee.
Can you get me one?
No. Oh, we're getting close.
The clock's at 18.
Hey, first time.
That gets a round of applause for me. Hovey to Thomas. To Rhymes. They need a bucket here now, the Eagles do. Passes back to Reynolds. Matt Reynolds.
He's going to go hard in the paint.
Oh, no. Grant Wallace's expression says it all. Brown.
Sure, and they won't get it off in time. No basket.
Thankfully, the
6-point lead going into the 4th.
And the Huskies do not add to that, which is good. But we're in a bit of trouble because it's now 73-67 at the end of 3.
And we're back to finish with the fourth quarter.
You're a bit loud there.
I get that complaint a lot.
I'm not surprised. Margin is 6. Can the boys hold off the fast-finishing Huskies for their first win of season 2019?
Well, that was a great start. Turnover.
Adams.
That is turnover number 17 for Diamond Valley.
Stanwicks. Grant Wallace gets out of his seat.
Well, I can imagine his meeting said something along the lines of stop turning the ball over.
There's Thomas. Great rebound there. Here's Caff. Caff with the ball. Opportunity now for the Eagles and Hovey.
And one. Hovey's got it. Hovey converts with his free throw, and Adams is coming back. Adams is actually on 23 points, so 12 of 15 at the line, so we know where he's going. Back to it.
So the margin's at 9 points.
That is the 4th foul on Darcy, so he's going to have to be careful the rest of the way.
Just trying to see who else Grant Wallace can bring on. Well, Dunstan could probably come. Oh no, he's on 2 fouls.
If you change the lineup, you could bring Kelly in.
Yeah. You can even bring Matt Reynolds back in. Margin still at 9. Here is Spear for the Eagles. Back to Thomas, who's had a game-high 27 points to Kafristis. Caff over to Hovey. Hovey, yes!
With this little post move, barreling through Adams.
Exactly what we want to see from Logan Hovey.
Yeah, set up, horn set with Hovey and Thomas at either block.
Good layup shot there from Stanwicks. He cuts the margin back to 9. Here's Spear. And the ball will be
Diamond Valley ball.
Back in the possession of the Eagles.
Joel had it ripped out of his hands while he was in midair.
Some positives to come out of this game. We're shooting a lot better.
Yeah, we're shooting the lights out.
Kafritsis. He would love to get on the score sheet as well. Hovey in the paint. Will that stand?
And one, it's going to count.
Hovey's up to 19 now.
And chance for one more. Darcy Harding's going to check back into the game.
He knows he's on cautious street here.
Thomas is going to come out.
Thomas has had a fantastic game. 27 points. He's just double checking with Grant Wallace and why he's been taken.
They're complaining about one of the calls from earlier on the lower block. It was one of those 50-50 ones that the ref just gave to the to Jalen Adams.
Hovey at the line. Can he add to his 2
These
points?
kids are being a little bit too lackadaisical with the mopping for the ref's pleasure.
Here is Hovey. Quick word from Spear. Just to make it 12 points. And that's the margin we lead by now. 8:15 left in the fourth, 81-69. Stanwicks. There's Young. Young. There's Adams.
That's a travel. Yeah.
Waved off. And Adams is devastated. Just not
Subs,
happy.
Number 7 and number 11 are coming in. Number 9 and number 52 are exiting.
So Brown's out for the time being. So is Young. Coming in is Richards.
And White.
And White. Here is Joel Spear. Spear over to Allen. Allen to Harding. Here's Calf. Calf to Spear. Spear to Harding.
That's a great pass.
It was a great pass. Unfortunately, could not get into the bucket. And the margin sticks at 12. Balls with the Huskies. Stanwicks over to Hargrave. Try to go all in. Foul's been called.
On Ben, that will be his 4th.
He's not impressed at all.
No, he's arguing he was straight up. But we've pushed the lead back out to a 12. Let's try and keep it there.
It's a bit of a handy lead at the moment.
Diamond Valley is a very streaky team.
And the margin's been cut back to 10. Here's Spear.
With Thomas out, I'd like to see what they can do isolating either Hovey or Ben onto a block.
Absolutely, they can. Harding. Allen. He'll pass over to Spear. Spear.
Little bit long.
Couldn't get there in the end. Here's Adams. Adams with an opportunity to shoot, to go back into single digits. And
ended up actually taking the rebound out of their own teammates' hands.
And it was Spear who tried to keep the ball in possession.
Yeah, they're not as easy as they look.
No, they're not. Hargrave will come off for a spell. And it's a timeout being called. Eagles up by 10 with 6:56 to go. Ball in possession with Allen. Lost
Ben has just got himself teched. These boys really need to show a bit of discipline.
Yep. Ben's pleading his case.
That's also his 5th foul, so he's done for the night.
Ben is pleading his case with the official, not having any of it. He's asking Wallace what is for. Again, frustration from big boy Ben, and he's been fouled out of this game. As Stanwicks will get that point there, cuts it back to 9, and he'll cut it back to 8. So we're going to have to go to the rest of this game without big boy Ben.
Liam Thomas is going to have to definitely crack 30 for us to finish this game strong.
He's on 27 at the moment. White over to Yule. Back to White to Stanwicks. And the ball has gone long into the arms of Thomas. And the Eagles can reset. Bit deflated that Ben Allen's no longer in this game. Calf Over to Thomas. Foul's been called.
Yeah, it's going to be baseline ball. The foul is going to be on number 1 or number 11? 11.
Jacob Richards. The 17-year-old for the Huskies. Harding wants this to go in. Small collision there between Hovey and Caff.
Yeah, ironically, their own players they hit. And the little floor wipers are back out with the mess Hovey and Caff just made.
You are absolutely loving the floor wipers at the moment, aren't you?
I just like it. It's a good way to get the younger community teams involved in senior basketball.
So for those who want to come down and watch you play tonight, what time do you tip off?
No idea.
Well, you're playing tonight. You should know when you're tipping off.
Domestic basketball is not as interesting as this.
It'll be Richards who will be bringing the ball back in from defense. The crowd's getting into it now. You can hear the chants of defense coming through the effects. Stanwicks trying to go himself. Thought about it. There's White.
Short.
Very short. Picked back up. Another short again from Yule. And the Eagles can reset through Joel Spear as Joel Rhymes is about to come back into the game.
Along with Matt Reynolds.
Two vital cogs. Hovey. Back to Reynolds. Back to Spear, I should say. To Thomas. To Hovey. He was thinking three. Decided to go into the paint instead. He did pay dividends in the end, though. He's up to 22 points, is Logan Hovey. Our import is playing fantastic this afternoon. Oh, and a slam dunk from White.
Yeah, the backdoor cut left him open as Liam had to go guard the driver.
Making it too easy. Caff over to Harding. Back to Caff. He would love to get on the score sheet, Lucas Kafritzis.
And he's going to go to the line. I think he was just about to get subbed as well. Yeah, sub on shooter.
I will say this, though. If the Eagles do win, I know that Lucas Kafritzis is going to have a fantastic Greek Easter, as the Greeks are currently celebrating their Easter. It's Orthodox Easter Day as well.
Lovely. I guess in his family, it's all about basketball.
Yeah. I did have this conversation with Kayla Lembeski, who I call NPL Victoria football with as well, which is the soccer. So we're talking about all the different Orthodox Easters yesterday, so I thought I'd bring that up in the coverage this afternoon. Yule. White goes down. There is Richards. Over to Yule. Caff is trying to block him. Failed to do so. They're trying to get into the paint. And Richards with the back door failed to do so. The backdoor layup did not go for Jacob Richards. Caff. Harding for three. Oh, that would have been fantastic.
Would have put the lead back up to double digits.
Oh, and Caff has been pushed down by Yule.
Being called a blocking foul on Caff. That was a bit arguable.
Good decision by the ref.
I would have to see the replay, but it didn't look it. Looked like the offensive player pushed off with his hand. And that is a timeout to the Huskies.
It's 83-75, 4-5 left in the fourth. Stay with us. And we're back here, Diamond Valley Stadium. Score line. Your Diamond Valley Eagles at 83, the Hobart Huskies at 75.
4 minutes to go. Let's see if they can keep this lead.
If you've just joined us,
then go back and watch the rest of the game. It's been a hell of a game.
It's been one of the best games you will see. I guarantee you that. In the women's games as well, I'll get back to that very, very shortly.
Out there, 2 players just hit the deck.
Stanwicks hit the deck there.
So did Matt Reynolds just before.
Thomas, and we're going to have to get the cleaners to come back out, I think.
Yeah, they can't do it till a dead ball. It's too dangerous.
Yep. Harding, he lost possession. Hovey, oh, beautiful stuff from Logan Hovey. Over to Reynolds, to Harding. Thomas thought he would be adventurous. Harding loses the ball there.
They just need to settle down. They're just a little bit too impatient, trying to put that nail in the coffin.
They want to put the nail in the coffin.
Diamond Valley ball.
Yep.
Yeah. And now would be a very good time for Mop Squad to come out as the ref motions them. Literally the entire court.
Here comes Mop Squad. Earlier today, Kilsyth beat the Melbourne Tigers in the female game, 94-62, and our beloved Diamond Valley Eagles went down 90-67 as well. Nikki Green being a standout for the Huskies. Launceston with an 92-88 win as well. And as we turn our attention really quickly as well to the men's, Northwest Tasmania with 66-58 at the moment, and Kilsyth have beaten the Melbourne Tigers 92-72.
And the Mop Squad is off the court, so we shall resume play with Matt Reynolds bringing the ball up the court.
Eagles shooting at 60% from 2 points.
Yeah, and a really good 46% from 3.
So it's been solid all around.
Oh! There we go, Darcy Harding.
Darcy Harding with a 3-pointer to put it to 11. And it's a matter now that time is of the essence.
Yeah, now you don't really want any quick possessions. You want to eke out the 24 seconds on all of them.
Whistle being called as Yule shot there.
I can't see it in the corner. 12 pushing foul. They're going to call it 2 shots because of the bonus. Number 12 is Joel Rhymes.
As said, you can enjoy listening to Jay and I, as Jay will call every single foul to a T. Stanwicks gets the first. It's a good margin, though, to have, 10 points.
Make it 9.
Reynolds receiving the ball through from Thomas, who in essence passes over to Rhymes. Back to Hovey. A 3-point opportunity for Rhymes. Can Thomas keep possession of the ball? He can. Goes back to Rhymes, to Harding, to Reynolds.
Reset it up with 10 seconds on the clock.
Shot clock heading down now, 5. They got to move.
Are we going to get the clock reset on that? So, number 4, which is Jack Stanwicks, has been called for a holding foul away from the ball due to the bonus situation. They will be going to the line for 2 shots.
And Yule comes off the court, and Cam Brown checks back in for the Huskies.
Logan Hovey to the line.
Hovey's on 22. He's had a fantastic game. Let's hope he can get this. He's successful on the first. We're at 16-23 now from free throws this afternoon. 70%?
70%, yeah.
Oh, we're thinking the same thing there.
It's a good percentage, not great.
And Hovey gets it again. So we're 17-24. At 71% now is the free throw. There's Stanwicks to White. Thomas blocks him beautifully.
Hovey almost came up with the rebound from behind.
Just couldn't, unfortunately, block on Jalen Adams at the end there as Adams gets the 2 and cuts it back to 9. 88-79.
Blocking foul, number 52. Darcy Harding will be going to the line, and they've just teched the Huskies' assistant coach, I believe.
I will say this, though. If we do reach 100 points,
That's a big if.
that's a massive if. I'll say game over then.
I'm not sure if Darcy is going to be taking all 3. It seems as if he will. All 4, sorry.
So Darcy first.
So the first 2 are the 2 technical free throws.
Yep.
He now has 2 for the personal foul, and we will receive the ball back due to the technical situation as well.
He's shooting them easily here. Up to 12.
Well, good, because it's pushing our margin back to respectability.
13. 13 points is the margin with 2 minutes to go.
Now, can you do me a favor and bury a 3 so my heart can stop racing?
How do you think my heart's racing at the moment? Here's Reynolds. Could really sink the game with a 3 as well. Thomas.
They've called an offensive foul on Liam Thomas.
And Liam Thomas cannot believe it.
Leaning out with his elbow. Then again, when the guy's half your size, those elbows are at weird spots.
He cannot believe it just for the fact that he's at 27 points as the timeout's been called.
Huskies have taken their last time out for the half.
92-79, 1:53 left in the fourth. We're back here, 92-79, 1:53 left in the fourth. We could say it's almost curtains for the Huskies this afternoon, but a minute 53 normally.
So Huskies have advanced the ball and shall be bringing it in just over halfway.
A minute 53 is still a long time in basketball, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah. We need a stop and we need to milk 24 seconds off that clock.
Well, they tried to go for a 3 there.
The first half.
Great rebound there from Harding.
Now you want to run offense till the 5-second mark and get a late shot, a late good shot.
Let's see if they can listen to you. Rhymes.
He tried to, but he's going to go to the line instead. I think he was actually trying to pass out of that one.
Foul's been called. Rhymes to the line. He's on 2 points.
Hopefully he's going to be on 4.
And they'll cut it to, oh, sorry, I wouldn't cut it, sorry. It will extend it to 15. Rhymes with the first shots. Beautiful. Beautiful execution of the bucket there from Joel Rhymes. He goes to 3. And Eagles now up to 15 points. Rhymes up to 4 points. With 90 seconds to go, you'd say it's pretty much curtains for the Huskies.
Yeah, the Huskies have got to shoot 3s or gain fouls.
Brown. They're going to try and be adventurous here.
There
Great 3. Matt Young.
Cut it to 12. They're going to start playing the foul game very quickly.
Great endeavor there from Matt Young with the 3. Reynolds. Over to Rhymes. To Thomas. To Hovey.
Trying to burn
To
time.
Darcy. Oh no, Adams.
Hello! That's going to make the top 10.
Yep. I like watching that each and every week on the NBL1 Facebook page. Ball with Hovey. Lost
Hovey
it.
sort of stared at the ref like, are you kidding me?
50 seconds. Margins down to 10.
Who's the foul on? Because this becomes interesting. That's Logan Hovey. He's done for this evening. Joel Spear will check back in.
Darcy Harding.
Yeah, Darcy Harding, sorry.
He's had a good game, though, Darcy Harding.
Yeah, he's been playing some key defensive matchups for us. He's expected to get some fouls.
17 points. Adams will try and make the margin a bit more respectable.
Look, if 17 points is your third leading scorer, you're a happy man.
He's at 28 points now as Jalen Adams. So it's a game high for him. He's now 29, and the margin's back at 8. So the Huskies are going to play the foul game, as you said, Jay.
Well, they have to.
Thomas. Over to Reynolds. To Rhymes. Rhymes has a bit more space now, so does Reynolds.
Yeah, they're trying to burn time.
And Adams will be picked up for the foul there on Matt Reynolds.
Matt Reynolds will go to the line. This is going to be a long 2 minutes.
It's going to be a long...
They have just warned the head coach of the Huskies as well. He's close to getting attacked.
This is going to be a long 34.4 seconds, you mean?
Be interesting to see if they can tech in a coach and an assistant coach.
Maybe. Matt Reynolds. He's on 8. He would love to join the double digits game this afternoon. First shot is successful.
It's been a nice balanced scoring. It's going to be 4 in double digits.
That's really good. Maybe 5 if Joel Spear also gets into double digits and gets a 2 for himself as well.
Yeah, but Joel Spear's usually our leading scorer, and on night when we don't need him to do that, and we can get scoring contribution from everyone else, that's great. Joel Spear knows he can drop 30 whenever he wants.
As the time ticks down now, Spear. Hovey!
He's going to go to the line for 2. Had to block the dunk, that would have been a highlight.
Well, 11.1 seconds. The Eagles are going to register their first win of season 2019. And what a way to do so on Anzac Round. A massive momentum booster heading into next week against the Ringwood Hawks. And Hovey misses on the first. So we're just going to miss this 100 here, Jay. But I'll take 97 any day of the week.
Oh, no, we might get another possession and a quick 3.
Who knows? Adams, 5 seconds, 3-point opportunity here. Adams going to try and go again. What a slam dunk from Jalen Adams.
You can see why he's one of the league leaders in scoring.
And that's it. The Diamond Valley Eagles are on the board in season 2019, 97-88. On behalf of Jay and myself, I'd like to say thank you so much for listening and watching us this afternoon. Great. Jay, a quick final word from you before we sign off.
Liam Thomas has got to be man of the match. He did a bit of everything, and even though others have caught him in scoring, he definitely shouldered the load early to build us the lead. He's a great player and great to get a win. See you all next week.
And we'll see you next week for Diamond Valley versus the Ringwood Hawks. Tip-off from midday.